Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Geomologist Presents. Today, we're continuing our Twilight 2000 Tales of the Free Krakow Coalition campaign. And this campaign's been long going, almost 5 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had two very consistent players, so I will introduce them. First, we have Amy.
Hello. And I play a whole gaggle of people, but mostly Kasha Flipovich and Florian Flipovich. I can't even talk. Flipovich. Sorry.
And next, we have Vince.
Hello. So I'm Vince. I play primarily Rupert Kunz, who is a German vehicle commander as well as a communication specialist. So I help out with a few things here and there with my squad and our Spokalux. And then I also play Stephen Reed, who is a U.S. Marine with the recon unit. So he is a wet work asset. So I'm pretty sure you can hear some of the shenanigans that have been throughout our games, and then whatever else they tell me to play.
Yep. So I guess someone can let us know the excitement and craziness that happened last time.
You want to go, Vince?
I'll go ahead and let you go.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay, so we started last time after the Howitzer had taken out multiple spots all around these little flames here. And we had I'm trying to ping them, the Yaks come in. And if you remember, they were here at the end of last time. But the first one circled up, trying to drop a bomb here. Missed a wee bit, but still caused an explosion and circled off. The second Yak came up, dropped a bomb, actually did some damage, and circled back this way, if I remember that correctly. Meanwhile, everybody was moving around here, so we had not the Lux, but we had the T-62 that we had taken the previous time that Reed was driving with some of the Marines, and they were over here taking out another T-62 and another vehicle, as well as we had the BTRs, Volkov's BTRs, circling around and taking out this area, as well as with Hicks. And then we had Adam and Dimitri and more, the other half of Volkov's men down here taking care of the village. Meanwhile, we had Rupert and his team up here, along with the help of some of the townsmen, the partisans, taking out the rest of the cells that were here. And I am circling on the screen. I know you guys might not be able to see it. And then we had the remainder of the Howitzer crew coming up and taking over the parts over here that we couldn't reach. Did I miss anything? We have one guy that got away up here, but I'm not worried about him. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I mean, it was a pretty thorough destruction of this, the 20th. Sure, there's like remnants around, and actually towards the end, you guys were pretty merciful.
Mm-hmm.
And there were several units that you could see, the red shits that don't have X's through them. Oh, they're done. I mean, but like over here and over here in the town square, where people survived. Some people got away. Like this little group got away. I don't know if pursuit is gonna. I mean, that's like two guys who are really injured who were in, I think, this T-62 or something that got away. But I don't know how they're going to be searched for. Or...
They jumped out of the T-62 because it was immobilized.
Yeah, so they like were running away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if I'm sure that Kasha or the planes would have spotted them. So it's up to you if you want to send people to go after them or not, or if it's worth it for a couple marauders who might succumb to their members of the Soviet 20 who probably might succumb to their wounds. I don't know.
Well, Kasha being a doctor probably would circle the hind back over and land and see if she couldn't. I mean, yes, of course, we'll take them captive, but we would like to treat the wounds. Because ultimately, I mean, she's part Russian and part Polish. They're kind of her countrymen in a very weird sort of way, but they are.
All right. Well, if you want to circle around and roll recon, we can do that real quick.
Okay.
See if you can spot them. Just make it a.
I am getting to it. And I don't know that her forward observer comes into play, does it?
No.
Okay, then I am going to leave it at BA. It's not AA. But she gets it. She got a 6.
Okay. 6.
She's over here.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to hide, so I'm gonna roll kind of for them because they're trying to avoid capture, but their recon's not that great.
And they're injured.
Yeah. But you can't seem to find them. I mean, the way I do it is, yeah, you each got a success, but they got a 7 and you got a 6. So, tie goes to the higher number. So it's up to you if you want to keep searching for them.
I think she would. She would radio to Rupert, though. Because he's leading this group, so she wants them to tell her. Rupert, do you want me to continue to look for the injured, although they may die if we don't, but I leave this in your hands.
There's also this, right, the Reed and the Marines are available.
I'm about to say, I would not try to pursue further. Just give it the directions you were at, and then we can certainly see about having ground forces go out there to take a look. We don't want to use too much fuel when we don't need to.
Roger that.
Right.
So she'll circle back over here and she'll land so that she can treat Garcia.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to check something here. I gotta do a secret roll.
That's easy to do because we can't see it.
Oh, you guys can't see it. What is it? It is. I believe it's. That's not so great. Okay. Yeah, roll me. Roll me a D6 and a D10.
Me?
Yeah. Ouch.
A 6 and a 10.
Okay.
That answers the question of how roll 20 is going to be today.
All right, and one more.
6 and a 10.
Mm-hmm.
A 1 and a 9.
Okay. Well, you might not have to worry about them.
Oh. Poor things.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows what happened to them? I'm gonna have to go out there. But you don't find them. Okay. All right. So you land. I mean, everyone's in radio communication. They're probably rounding up prisoners. Oh, down here you rounded up a lot of prisoners here too. So, and these guys are going to search through here, right?
Are any of the prisoners that we're rounding up injured?
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few injured, but I mean, that's a lot of triage to do. I mean, you could do some triage out here, but
well, she's going to treat Garcia.
just treat Garcia.
One medical aid coming up.
Yep.
She will push it. That's a little bit better, you know. I've been flying a helicopter.
That's 2 wounds back. I don't think she had a critical wound, right? So
no, she just had 2 and a stress, so she's still stressed, but a lot healthier.
Mhm.
And Kashi is going to ask Rupert, do you want me to send the hind back now, or is there anybody you think needs a ride back to base?
Not that I'm aware of. I know no one that I know of is critically injured, unless you see otherwise that may need a medevac there,
Mhm.
I
or we need to
don't.
remove anything from the battlefield. But I think we're okay.
I think so far we are okay. So I think Florian and I will stay and I will send Chopper back with two of Volkov's men that he does not need use of right now, so we have somewhere to ride.
Who's gonna fly it?
Oh, isn't Pilot
Vlad,
Vlad?
Vlad is there. Vlad can fly.
Pilot Vlad?
Okay, if you trust him to do it, you can do it.
I trust Vlad.
That's who usually flies it.
Yeah, but I think we normally have Florian or Cassia with him. We always have a chaperone. He's never really been by himself with it. I think.
I
I mean,
trust.
Volkov's been injured too. Maybe he can go back. I don't know.
Yes, that is probably a good idea. Have Volkov go as well.
Although, where is he?
Where's my little Volkov?
Where is Volkov?
Volkov, here Volkov.
Oh, I think he's down.
I think he's back at the farm.
No, he's here. He's
No,
here.
there he is. There's
He's
Volkov.
right. He's here. He's here.
There's
He's
Volkov.
down here though. Okay. Well, it's kind of far away, so I don't know.
Well, it's in the helicopter. I can pick him up.
You go pick him up over here. And if you want to take any prisoners to interrogate, that's a possibility too. But I don't know. Volkov does. But so Kasha is over here then.
And I'm assuming Kasha and Florian got out.
So they're like up here. And,
I can't move her. There we go.
okay. And then Vlad and Volkov back. They're taking off.
Maybe take a couple of the injured prisoners that might have more information. But we have not seen if there is any commanders left. Although
Right.
rather
Yeah,
greater.
you haven't gone through there yet. Yeah, you haven't investigated through there yet either. So
So do you want them to hold for a moment, Rupert, before we send Chopper?
It's up to you. I'm fine either way.
Well, we have this team over here searching the ruins for any survivors.
yeah,
So if they come up in the negative, then we can send the chopper.
Okay, sounds good.
it's a good idea. Yeah. So
That would be the ones I do not have open.
probably like Ronson. He's in charge down there.
Yes. Bronson and
Oh, I
Diaz
need
are
to
both
roll.
down there.
Yeah. Open something else.
And Liam?
Yeah. So Liam, Aubrey, that group is down there.
Yes.
Diaz is down there.
I'm just getting Liam and Aubrey out because
Mhm.
I already have Diaz and I already have Garcia.
Mhm.
Okay. So Aubrey, reconnaissance, Oliver,
Yeah. So that's probably gonna take
Feeding.
a shift for them to sift through all that rubble and stuff there. But that's a big group, right? With the tank.
Yes, and the Howitzer team is there. There's
Yeah.
quite
Well,
a
yeah,
few.
the howitzer. Yeah, so it's artillery can set up Overwatch and the like. Okay.
I would assume it would behoove us, no pun intended, to send the horses with the Howitzer on their way back.
I mean, you could just leave him here. I don't know. It's up to you.
But
Right, there's a guard. There's a guard crew here. You know,
it is your team.
they probably don't want to. You probably don't want to go by themselves though. You probably want to send a group with them. Probably send them just horsemen and towing the howitzer, right?
What is the vehicle?
Yeah. There's like a truck, but
But the Kasia is trying to let Rupert run show. His show to run.
anyway. So they can you can roll recon for those guys in here. Just maybe for like I think Aubrey and Ronson, or whoever.
I forgot to get out Aubrey.
It's also like
Aubrey is a CC. Alright. So one from each of them?
or there's also like there's Liam.
No, Aubrey's not paying attention.
And then you have like the Wilkins and the another UAZ there. So, or that's and the Howitzer's BTR. Okay, well, there might be some survivors.
Liam found one.
Yeah.
Now you need Diaz. And I don't think.
That's probably fine. I mean, as long as you got success, right? Yeah. As they go through there. So let me see.
Because I thought Anna was over here or somewhere. They're all somewhere. Signy's over here. Signy's over here too.
Yeah, but, I mean, you're like just going probably. This is a big mess.
Well, Liam got
you're really searching. You're really like searching through the rubble and seeing if there's any survivors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's try this. Give me a. These guys. So give me a. That guy's already gone. Give me a D6 and a D10.
Yeah, Vince.
I gotcha. What you needed again?
What D6 and D10. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably need a few of them. That one, the first one doesn't. Okay. Oh.
Do we need?
All right. You find a lot of dead people, that's for sure.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll me a D8.
3.
Good. Oh. Roll another D6 and a D8.
A D6 and a D8, you said?
D10, sorry. D6 and D10.
1 and a 6. 1 on the 6.
1 is a leg. 6 might not be lethal. I need to, because I don't, I know for the body, if it's a body hit or a head hit, that's lethal. So, so let me see. Why? All right. So let me check that table out and see. Unless someone has it open already.
I don't think I can.
Yeah.
For what?
The table.
The critical table.
No, I do not.
Okay. So, can anyone or do medical over there? In that group, among those groups?
Let me take a look here. I have the Allied soldiers up, so I'm looking at that right now. They do have a CD, and I know Reed, I don't think has.
Well, it's like it's Diaz, Bronson, that group.
Yeah, Diaz has a CD.
Okay.
Aubrey has a BD.
Slightly better.
We're not doing great here. BD.
Yeah, BD is not bad.
BD from Oliver. So Oliver, well, Liam and Aubrey both can can do BD, and then I thought, let me pull up Signy because I don't remember. I thought she had some. She has BD as well.
Okay.
Well, it's better than CD, so I'll take it as a win.
So who do you want to triage?
Someone with a BD. Yeah, I'll
BD's
say
That's
at that
good.
point.
So leg 160. So cracked hip. It's not lethal. So that's good. You find someone who survived all that explosion.
there's
Oh, good.
Signy.
That's good.
She got a
All right.
10 on a 10. She's
That's good. Okay. So he's pretty messed up, but he looks. Still has the remnants of his uniform. He looks important. He looks like a. What would he be? He has the. I guess they would know, right? They would know Russian ranks. I'm sure, right?
Signy would
So he's
absolutely.
wearing like a. He's wearing like a colonel insignia. Looks like he's his early 50s, unconscious, cracked, broken leg, basically broken upper leg.
Okay. She would treat.
Yeah, so she treats it, and then he's still unconscious, right? Because he's out of it. Doesn't really know quite what's going on, of course, but
Yeah, but we would transport him as best as we could over to the
Yeah.
helicopter, or have the
Yeah,
helicopter go over there.
that's about it. It looks like you found like the command bunker, and everything's pretty crushed in there, and
Just
so
just the colonel.
yeah, just this colonel.
I wrote his name down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He'll give it to us again at some point, I think. So he's the only one?
Yeah.
Then a helicopter would go over, pick him up, and then fly back to Krakow.
Mm-hmm.
With very specific instructions from Kasha to Volkov, you are not allowed to kill him. He is to be in one piece when he gets back.
Well, it's not Volkov. I mean, they could. Yeah, I mean that's depending how long you spend. I mean, say like a ship goes by, everyone kind of rests. You do some triage on a lot of people. They search through in the morning there. They search for bodies. Find that find at least someone who seems to be alive amongst that rubble. So
One more prisoner?
yeah, but I mean, it looks like it could be important.
We'll take him with.
I mean, if you guys, I don't know if you regroup or what do you do, but
I would think we would regroup if we were all
Okay.
looking. Is he injured? Does Kasha need to take care of him?
no. What's her name did? Signa did,
Oh, yes, I meant this other one. That you
because that's who you find.
Okay.
That's the guy she did on.
Then what about down below here? Does she
Where?
need to do medical on any of the ones down here?
I mean, you just spend the time doing that. I don't think we need to go over every single prisoner. It's just looking through that rubble is kind of important, right? What's down there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Then they would continue to dig. Let's see, so they need recon, right?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you don't need to. That's fine. We don't need to go crazy on it.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably enough. I mean,
they would look
so-
to see if there's anything else. Plans, radios, obviously.
I mean, you
weapons
probably
gone.
thoroughly destroyed it. Yeah, you thoroughly destroyed that area. I don't think anything.
While they're doing that, can Kasha find whoever is
Yeah, like
more
the mayor.
or less in charge of the city that she can go talk to?
Yeah. I'm gonna look that up here in a second. Let's see. It's in that. This book. Yeah, so I guess look at town hall. The town hall. You find a guy who calls himself the mayor, the Wojit, Stepan Krajik. Um,
Okay.
so, and he and his assistant, Victor Borkowski, kind of talk to you, shake your hands for um, right. They shake your hands. They kind of show you the church where there's a lot of there's a lot of tents in there, and that church. What this is the church here. It wasn't really hit, fortunately, but that's like they're wounded. But there's little medical supplies um, and there's actually medical supplies in the under the church, and it looks like it's not under guard now, but there's a lot of like wounded Soviet 20th in here in the church. So he let you know about that.
She would,
Anyone who, so
we
I
would
mean, you
be
kind of got
treating.
every, yeah,
We'd be
you got.
treating.
Well, you can recover. They can recover supplies, and they'd rather treat their own people before they treat the Soviets.
Oh no, I'm saying she would obviously be helping to treat as well. She's a doctor,
Okay.
and
Let's
she
see.
has
There's these
the
school
supplies.
areas. These school areas. They're billet and stores and base for a lot of the material support. There's quite a few vehicles around there too. Um, so right, and then there's various other buildings, but these are like store sheds. And this is the church was like used for medical, and yeah, and the town hall. You know, so
Are there at the school or at either of the schools? Are there? You said vehicles, but are there people that we need to take control of?
I mean, you probably spend. No one's gonna put any resistance. Like anything that was trying to form was down here, and then these are rounded up in this section. We took care of the stuff that was concentrated here. It looked like there was like a battle, like a fight that broke out, and it just got out of control here in the town. They just got. It just Krajik says, I guess we just got fed up, or someone just got fed up.
It happens. I wanted to not have big fight. We really wanted to have Volkov come in and speak to everybody and calm this down and have 28 leave. But he was attacking our people. We could not stand by.
But who they ask you who? I mean, they're very confused. I did not know that so at least the Poles here the Polish people did not know that right that the 20th were engaging in like extramural activities there.
Yes, we are from Krakow. We are the Free Krakow Collation. This is Rupert. He is one of our very good leaders. This is Florian. You may know him, you may not know him, but he is Florian. And we want to talk to you about going forward. We want to make sure that you are protected. I know you probably are not big fans right now of Russians, but there's more of us than Polish. I'm so sorry. But we would like to leave teams that could maybe help patrol your town and keep it safe if you wish. Only if you wish.
Control. I do not know if we need to be controlled. There definitely are. There definitely are.
I think you are misunderstanding the word control. I want to keep you protected, not controlled. Come and go as you please. Run your city as you please.
Is there going to be a charge?
No. Just want you to be part of our alliance. We come and protect you if you need it. We just want to have you as An arm of Krakow. Kinda like a suburb, if you would wish.
Well, we do like the idea of an alliance, but as and you said autonomy, protection is good. I mean, I'm sure we can recover and form form an Ormo from all this Soviet equipment.
I'm sure you can. But while you are doing that, I am sure we can leave some people here to help you. It is your choice.
That'd be appreciated. Keep the peace and all that. We're not.
But, more or less. I also think that it would be good to help rebuild, maybe. Sorry,
Rebuild.
sorry about all the little fires.
Yeah, rebuild. I mean, he kind of points to the hill. You did quite a bit of damage there, it looks like.
That is where they were all focused. We have retrieved who we can from there, and we will remove those that we can. Mr. Rupert, would you like to speak with the mayor at all?
Rupert would just say we look forward to your partnership as well as if you need anything else while we're here, please don't hesitate to ask.
And she would also ask the mayor, do you have many people that the 20, shall we say, borrowed from your village that went down to the farm to help pick plants? Are any of your people down there?
There are definitely farms, outlying farms. There might be guards. I don't know. I'm sure they saw the what was going on, so I don't know if they will
We have already
come back.
we have already subdued them. I'm just trying to return the people where they need to be. There were several undernourished people being held at the farm. If they are your people, we need to get them back to you.
Because yeah. I mean, I think that's something we could do in for the future. You know.
Well,
Yeah. So you can take the next time here to rest. I guess the afternoon shift. Um, I think afternoon was when the other the group from the farm was going to come up, right?
Yeah.
So that's the Ormo.
the Ormo and those that were well enough to travel.
Right. So, okay.
But the remainder, I mean, we had the ambulance there. They could probably bring them up.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are the ones that Kasha was talking about, if they were
Yeah.
villagers.
Oh, right. Some of them were. Some of them were villagers for sure. Yeah.
Return them to their families they belong.
Okay. Yeah, and there's still like more, right? So. Okay.
This is good.
Yeah. So I don't know when you want to take off. I mean,
Well, I mean, Kashi and Florian would like to get in vehicle and start heading back to castle.
okay.
Meet up with Celius.
Yep. And what do you? Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could just. What about? I guess you could just decide. Maybe it's maybe a good idea to pause and then decide who's going and who's coming, or.
Well, I would
I
assume.
do have a quick question.
Okay.
from the castle to here, would a shortwave radio work? Like something we can get from one of the vehicles that may have been destroyed or something like that, like salvage one from there?
Uh, yeah, you could roll like whatever scavenging is. What is that?
Like a
Survival?
tech roll? Or is that like a
Survival?
recon roll?
Recon.
Is it recon to look for stuff? I thought that was scavenging recon. Yeah, I guess so.
So is this, would it be like an intelligence recon or is this, oh yeah, intelligence is recon. Okay.
Woo. Go, Rupert. Big little German.
Yeah, so you're able. So yeah, someone has like a radio, like a
Okay.
ham or something like that. You know,
Like an extra one or
like
something?
a shortwave radio. Yeah, like
Yeah.
in town, you're able to
I'll
find one.
Before we leave the mayor, I'll let him. I'll go back to him real quick and give him that.
Okay.
So I'll let him know that he can contact us if he needs to from here.
Okay.
It's good to have communication.
Mm-hmm.
That is Rupert's primary objective and primary function.
And I would assume that parts of the Ormo would stay here.
Yeah, and you can just be in communication with them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I am assuming that since we would help protect them, it would be bits and pieces of the Ormo that would come out and protect. I think they were ranging this far anyways.
I think so.
So Kasha will bid them well, make sure everybody that needs to be stabilized is stabilized and treated,
Mm-hmm.
and she will get into vehicle.
Okay.
Florian and Kasha will be in the same vehicle that Volkov was in.
Right, so this group, I guess, can start going back, or do you just want the Ormo here, or is any other units want to stay here? You want to keep? I mean, I guess Adam and Dimitri, they're like police, right? They're Krakow police. I mean, I don't know.
They would want to go back.
Okay, what about Reed's group and Reed and Garcia's group, the Marines? Do they want to stay up here for a little bit? I mean, I don't know.
I would think Wilkins and Liam and those guys. I think Signy would definitely want to go back because.
Yeah.
But
all these people probably want to start moving back, right? Leaving.
Right, but I mean, they want to help get the Howitzer team back. Unless the Howitzer team wants to stay here, but I don't think that will do well for the townspeople. If we just replace one with the other.
I mean, it might not be a bad thing to have Reed and Garcia out and the Marines out here. That's, quote unquote, main characters.
Yes. I mean, they can stay out there for just a little bit.
Yeah, Reed has a nice, shiny new T62, right? So
he likes driving around in it.
Garcia, and then they have the Sam here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Rupert, are you gonna stay or go? Here in
that's a good question. Would Rupert be able to communicate back to Krakow or along those lines from the castle? With his antenna, or be able to work up a communication center?
Well, with shortwave radio, yeah, I think you'll be able to do that.
Okay.
If you wanted to. So they're able to recover a shortwave radio, in town. So you can definitely communicate through the castle hub, right? So
yeah,
if you needed to.
I know it'll go back to the castle,
okay.
But further beyond that, he's unsure of. It just depends on how things play out.
Right.
He likes to be in the middle of things just because he's the communique, not to mention the. It's always easier to pivot to where he needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think things are going to be calm in the town for a little bit, so it's just basically giving them a little rest.
Yeah, it is, but I'm just concerned because paranoia, call it if you will, but something can always go a bit wrong.
True.
But like I said, he'll go to the castle for sure once we regroup, and then He probably will go like 70-30. Then he'll leave.
Mhm.
Or actually 80-20, let's be honest here.
Yeah. But I know Kasha and Florian are adamant about getting back to the castle. Not because
Mhm.
they don't trust Elias, but they don't trust Elias.
Hmm.
He doesn't necessarily trust his brother.
Right. That's
Makes
true.
sense.
All right.
And, and,
So
and he's the ghost of Chestashova, so I think people would kind of do what he asks,
Hmm.
more or less.
nice. All right. So the Marines are staying here. All right, I'm gonna put things in the center. These Marines. Can't remember.
Well, let me
All right.
pause. Let's pause quickly while you move people around,
Okay.
and we'll be back in a minute.
So like. Okay. So we kind of decided who's staying and who's going. So I'll go from, well, I guess left to right. So all these groups down here. So Pasha's jumping probably into one of these BTRs. And then Adam and then the other BTR Volkov's men are going. The Marines are staying. So that's like the 30 or so Marines. So I guess it's a Marine platoon that's staying with Garcia. So I guess Reed and Garcia's team. Dimitri is going to stay with a squad, a couple squads of his, to be a liaison with Krakow. And then we said Vlad and Volkov already took off.
Mm-hmm.
And then this group down here, oh, yeah, Hicks also leaving. So this group down here, the other column, I guess, with the howitzer and the other T-72 are taking off. And
And
I guess
the and the
Rupert's taken off with these guys, huh?
and the injured colonel went back with.
Yeah, and the injured colonel's like in this group, I guess.
Well, I think he would have gone on the hind and headed back.
No, I mean they didn't.
I thought we
By the
flew
time the
over
hind
there.
left,
I thought the hind went over there, picked him up, and left.
I didn't hear that, but if you say so,
Doesn't matter. I mean, he'll get back either way. He's stable.
yeah, he'll get back. He's stable, right? So.
Alrighty.
Okay, so cool.
We made
All
a
right.
big mess.
Who did?
I said we made a big mess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So I guess are you gonna stay here at all, or are you just gonna leave as soon as possible once the Ormo gets here?
Kasha would talk to Dimitri, Sam, and Adam and
Mm-hmm.
head out.
Okay. So in the afternoon. So probably by evening you'll get back to the castle. I think that's how that works. But we can look. Bye bye, Shestashini for now.
For the moment.
Yep. So we are
Another mess.
all up in here. So we're trying to get back to here. So that's going to be, but you're going to go.
Dimitri's not here.
No, but it's going to be.
Whip him up there.
Yep. And I'm going to go from Shestashini.
There.
Probably.
Well,
And then
not there. These guys
to
are
there. So 50. What's the? I guess the slowest vehicle is going to be like the BTRs, I think. Right?
The BTRs.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because Spot Panzer is pretty fast. The T-72s are just as fast. Probably the trucks, I guess. The UAZs. But we will look.
I'm looking.
We'll see.
I don't have a BTR on anybody that I see.
Yeah, I can look.
The gas. I have the gas. That one's 3.2. Travel speed is 8.3.
Oh, 8 on the road.
8 on the road. 3 on gravel. Um,
All right. If you brought the yeah
I,
the M1 the M13 is 8.6. So I think you guys will be good. The UAZ is 10.6, even faster. BTR is 9.6. Yeah.
the
So
M1,
you guys are
yeah,
fine.
M11386, yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So yeah, it'll take you not even a traveling mostly on the road, right? It
Hmm.
won't take you but one shift. But I guess we get to roll. And then the other guys are going to go straight to Krakow,
Yes,
or
most.
how are they? They're going to go like this to Michov and then down to Krakow.
Yes.
So they'll probably make it to well, 60. They could make it. They could make it, I guess. They can make it there by evening if you want them to.
Hmm.
Yeah, like because they're going to go off road because they travel 6. So like half their travel is going to be taken up by off road, but then the other half of their travel is going to be taken by road. So that's fine actually.
Okay.
Oh, but the horses are slower. They're going to take a couple days, I think, right? Because the horses.
Well, would we want the horses to head to the castle, rest, and then head back to Krakow?
I mean, they came this way anyway.
Yeah.
Michov, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same,
Okay.
right? The horses will go. They only make it to. They'll only get to Michov, so they'll be a day behind,
It's
and you
fine.
guys will get to the castle. Okay.
Okay.
So like, so this column here is we move to Michov. Or just draw it. The other guys kind of go more or less like here and then down. Okay, cool. All right. So see if anything interesting happens. That's the fun part, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it's fun.
All right. So it's just one. It's just like one. Yes, one shift each. Right? This is probably okay. Off-road day shift.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And what is off? What is a encounters? Diamonds are usually good, like I said. So that is road. There's like all these. It's funny. There's all these like different. There's these different codes on the encounters. It's usually done with cards, but of course we don't have. But there's a road symbol and an off-road symbol, so it just really depends.
Hmm.
So the encounter, and then I decide if the encounter is like worth having. Yeah. So I mean, the column passes by some villages. The villages are willing to trade or barter for weapons, um, for or whatever. But seeing a big column like this, at first they probably think that you're marauders. But if you're just passing by, it's no big deal on this column, right? The east column, and then the west column, also diamonds, which is nice. Diamonds are nice. Yeah, the west column. Well, I mean, it's a pack of wild dogs tracking you, but I mean, they're not gonna, with all that noise and all that column, they're not gonna do anything. So,
We have enough
but
dogs. Kasha's got two.
yeah,
So no.
yeah. All right, so you guys make it to the castle. I guess I can switch to the castle one.
She wouldn't
Right.
mind a cat or a goat or some kids, but she's done with the dogs for the moment. She's got
Castle
two.
near Oshkosh. Okay, I think that's this. Castle near Oshkosh. This one, right? Also, probably a big mess.
Sort of. He's the one that we have prisoner still, and
Yeah,
Dimitri's still not here.
Yeah, Dimitri's not here anymore.
These guys aren't here.
Marine, so none of these guys are here.
It's okay.
That's okay. Well, except for Adam. Adam 1 and 2. And these guys are.
Well, Adam's probably with us.
No, I know. Except, yeah, these guys are gone. Not, but, you know, they're gone. And these guys are. Cool. Yeah, so you make it to the castle. More or less, no problem.
This guy's gone.
Which guy? Yeah.
Gortner, he's not there. Behind.
No, he's at the castle, right? At the castle.
He could be.
We
have him.
Volkov went back to the castle, right?
In the Hind? I wanted the Hind to go to Krakow. I don't want.
Oh, okay.
I don't want Silius to see the Hind.
Okay, so Volkov goes all the way back to Krakow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty injured, so. Do you disagree, Vince?
No, I think it's good.
No, I don't think so. I think it's a good idea.
Okay. I mean, that and we're sending some other injureds back there. Especially that Colonel. I don't want him by himself.
Oh, you take him all the way to Krakow, huh? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so. Interesting. Okay.
Why interesting?
No, it's interesting. Okay.
Okay. So we're back?
Yeah, you're back. There's no problem. So I don't know what you want to do here.
Well, Volkov wants to find the leader.
Volkov went all the way to Krakow.
Not Volkov. I meant Florian.
Oh, the leader of the... I don't remember his name. I hope you wrote it down somewhere.
I did. Somewhere.
Yeah. So, Silius is here.
Yes. So, yes. I wrote down who was over that. Marchin?
Marchin. Okay.
That's Florian would definitely make sure he introduced himself to Marchin.
Okay. He's he's like, so what is I guess there's not to be any fighting other than the scout group that we found a couple days ago.
Well, you were here to protect the castle, and we appreciate that. I know my brother
It's got
was...
like 50 people or so.
Yeah. Like
give me a command from... Just give me a command from Florian. That'll be good to establish, though.
Okay, over here. Florian has a CB.
Okay. Oh, nice.
6
All right, I guess he's very impressed. I guess he said that the people at the castle said there was supposed to be this force coming, and they never came, and they just,
They came, and we dealt with them. As we should. Do you know who I am, Marchin?
Yes, you are Florian Filipovich.
Filipovich, yes. The same as my brother's last name.
Yes, and your brother is the Margrave of Cilicia.
Yeah, I don't like that term, but yes, he thinks he is. So
You're gonna say that in front of this guy?
no.
Yeah. So
He'll roll his eyes.
he goes, "Well, I will. I have good things to report to your brother. That we came. We can help occupy and patrol out to here. We are more than happy to do so. At least I am. Gets our legs stretched.
Well, fortunately, my brother has not been amenable to coming and meeting with me, or meeting my wife. This is my wife.
I see. Because is it true that you are the ghost of Shestashova?
That's what people call me, yes. And
So he wants to learn. He wants to learn all about that. Um, so I guess you guys have meal at the castle or whatever, and
Well, before we have a meal, let me introduce you to Mr. Rupert.
okay.
This
Because
is
yes, you have a motley crew of different peoples. That is probably a good thing. Because we have yet to. We've talked to some Americans, and they are well held in Cilicia. They seem to want to cause trouble instead of helping. And then there is a group of Americans that, well, they're fighting other Soviet groups to the northwest, and we do not trust any Soviet groups, especially um, any Soviet intelligence groups. As you know, they attempted to assassinate your brother.
Yes, we found one of the ones from the 20th here. I did some investigating, and he said it was the KGB that was in charge of that, not the GRU, but I'm sure my wife will get to the bottom of it.
KGB, GRU, it does not matter.
It
They
does.
both cause trouble.
You know, we have
I mean, they
eliminated most of the KGB in Krakow. It is safe there from them. Do you have a problem with the KGB in Cilicia? Does my brother not know how to deal with
I
them?
do. Well, we try to eliminate them as we can if we discover them.
Perhaps Kasha can be of assistance. Although, my brother knows her better as Maggie.
Well, well. Anyway, well, you make a good impression on him. He says he will report to his brother, but it's up to you how long you want us to stay. We are willing to patrol back. What should we expect? I mean, what happened?
We met up with
What happened in where the 20th is located in Chestashini?
We have eliminated the problem and captured who we needed. That is all my brother needs to know. We have eliminated the problem. You, I respect. I feel as though you are doing the best for your city. We want to do the best for our city. So I will share with you the group that is to your north. You may not want to trust them as much as you are, but we will send people out there to check them out.
Group to the north. What do you mean? The Americans?
Yes, some of them may not be as trustworthy as you think.
Oh, well. We would not expect them to be. But,
Well, we have had different Americans with us that have been more than trustworthy. So I think it is time to make contact with them, but maybe not at this moment. I will send a scouting party over there. If you would let my brother know not to fire upon us, please.
what do you mean? You wish to travel to Cilicia?
Well, how is we supposed to help take care of a problem if we don't ascertain what the problem is? It has been years since I've seen my brother. The war has kept us apart, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yes, this is true.
Does he have any desire to travel here to the castle to see us?
I can go back and propose that. Maybe a neutral location would be good.
I would love to see my brother again. Maybe even throw my arms around him with a hug. It has been years. We did not part in the best ways.
Well, your brother does trust my judgment, so I will communicate all this to him. But well, let us toast, celebrate.
Yes, Rupert. He is good at drinking. He drinks me under the table at least once.
So they say.
No, you
I
did.
just,
You did.
I just, I just peruse libations. I wouldn't say to what degree.
Well,
I lived in a cave for 2 years. I didn't have alcohol. It hit me a little hard. Kasha helps with that. I think she's made the vodka. But Nostrovia.
yeah, so yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good roll. I mean, anything Rupert wants to do here at the castle?
Nothing really. Just check in with everything. I know. Probably do some maintenance, and that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything he needs to do here.
Yeah.
And Kasha would like to check in on the Zempolite. Make sure that he is still in good health and asleep.
Well, he's probably drugged up, right?
He is, but she still wants to check on him.
Yeah, but for everyone to remind them, this guy here,
Gortner.
that guy there. So yeah, he's still in prison, all that.
Kasha and Florian want to talk to Rupert and ask him if he thinks that's a good idea to wake Gortner up again. Maybe he's had a chance to think things over. We can tell him what is left of the 20th. Maybe he'd rather tell us something now.
We can. Might be a good idea. If he's a little drowsy, he may be even more inclined to tell us the truth.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then I think they'll wander over there.
Okay.
I think,
So to talk to Gortner, you mean?
yeah. I think all three of us would be in the room, right?
Yeah.
I think Florian would stay slightly out of range.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he doesn't want to upset Gortner too much. He does and he
Right.
doesn't. He does and he doesn't. I mean, truth be told, he does and he doesn't. So,
Mm-hmm.
and Kasha can interrogate him. Does Rupert have good interrogation skills?
By that, you mean fixing radios, right?
Talking to people. Because Kasha is A in empathy and A in persuasion, or A in empathy, B in command.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I'm not that great. I think I'm a CD for persuasion or command.
But you're good at like standing there and looking buff and getting in people's
Oh yeah, I can
so
look.
that's
I can
it.
stand there and be in the room and be the voice of
Look
reason.
tough.
Mm-hmm.
Look
I can
tough.
be. I can be the quote unquote good cop. That's all I can do.
Okay. So what do you want me to roll? Persuasion or command, Carl?
What are you trying to do?
Wake him up and talk to him, and maybe a calmer voice out of Kasha will get more information than the roughing him up that Volkov and Florian did.
It's probably persuasion then.
Okay. She'll push it. That's better.
Okay. Um, so what did you want to know? Or did you let him know that it's?
She wants to wake him up and say, Mr. Gortoner, how are you feeling? Is your
He
head?
says he says I'm drowsy because you are keeping me drugged up.
Well, it is also for your own good. There was a little battle while you were asleep. And we attempted to make contact with your people. They were not, shall we say, in the mood to speak. So there are not many of yours left. But I wanted to give you a chance to tell me if you remembered anything else that maybe would help.
Remember what? Like,
People, names.
well, he gives you like the names of the command group, um, but you didn't find any of them except for one guy.
Yes, the only one that I think we found was Alex Netster.
So he says, um, so he says, I'm getting to that. Okay. What does he think of this guy? What does he think of this guy? He says, he is too army and doesn't put the motherland first.
Well, the
He's been pushing tanks around for too long on a board.
Yes,
It's too bad that he's the only survivor you found.
yes, he's the only one that was smart enough of the upper command. There are some lower commands that we have found and taken back with us. We will heal them. Let me ask you, Mr. Gortner, do you have a family?
He says not here, not in Poland, but maybe back.
In Russia?
Yeah.
So if somebody was to attack your family, how would you feel?
Or to what, my family?
Attack your family. You know, try to hurt them, attack them.
As well, the answer is obvious.
Because I need your help in finding out who attacked someone from my family. We are both from the motherland, are we not?
Yes, but you are a traitor, so
I am not a traitor. I fought on the field for Russia. The
now
only
you work with the enemy. He
well,
looks at Rupert.
the big little German is a good guy, and he is here to help you. But I need your help. Somebody tried to hurt my brother and ended up hurting my nephew. Do you think you can help me find out who did it?
He's like, I don't know.
Well, I know you don't know. That's why I'm asking your help in finding out. The GRU does not take credit for it. KGB also does not take credit for it. But you are a smart man. Who would you guess?
Well, like I said, it's a KGB.
Do you know who in the KGB?
Says no. The only person I know is like I told you, the only person I know is Nikolai Volkov.
Yes, but he's with the GRU.
And he is. Yes, he is. Yes. They report to the GRU, but they could report to they could report to the KGB. I do not know. They are SSD,
Hmm,
Spetsnaz.
I see. So let me
Can,
ask
can
you.
I go now?
Well, I want to ask you one more question. If I was to return you to Russia, where in Russia would you want me to return you?
Well, I am a Muscovite, so to Moscow,
Ah, so
or
am.
what might be left of it.
I fear what is left of our town may not be what we remember it being. But I will do my best to get you safe passage back there. If you promise if you hear anything about the attack on Silius that you would let me know, would you do that for me?
Sure.
And I do hope your family is safe in Moscow. My apartment used to be the big tall one that was to the left that oversaw the Kremlin. I lived on the 8th floor. My window looked down on it. I assure you it is not there anymore. What the memories. But I do hope your family is safe and that we can find someone that can get in touch with you.
So what are you going to do with me?
Get you back to Moscow. Is that not where you said you are from?
He kind of laughs. I doubt it. I thought you could get me there. There are no flights from to Moscow from Krakow right now.
I never said you were going on an airplane. I am sure that we could find you passage through Lupulin. You know
He
the
shrugs his
area.
shoulders.
Why, I thought you had
He doesn't.
connections in Lupulin. It's where Volkov was, is it not?
No, Volkov is not in Lublin.
And then where is Volkov?
But we have contacts in Lublin, or did. I do not know now.
Hmm. Who is your contact in Lupulin?
He doesn't say anything.
Dearest Gardner, I cannot help you if you will not help me. How am I supposed to contact your contact in Lupulin if I don't know who he is to get you safe
Mm-hmm.
passage? I have no desire to hurt you. If I wanted to hurt you, we would have already. It's not my desire.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need a little time to think about it.
He shrugs his shoulders again.
Are you hungry?
Probably he's hungry.
Yeah. She'll make sure you get some food.
Okay.
She doesn't 100% trust him, so she's not letting him walk around the castle, but she's not going to treat him like a subpar human either.
Well, you shouldn't let him wander around the castle.
No, she's not going to.
Yeah.
But he should be able to have food and drink and
Mm-hmm.
a bed, or at least a bedroll to sleep on.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they leave the room, she'll look at Rupert and say, should we take him back to Krakow for safekeeping? As we try to find who in Lublin can get him back to Moscow?
You can. I will say what tie up resources. It is up to you. Do you think he'll be worth anything much in in Moscow?
He's alive. I feel
You know,
as
they don't always look at that equally.
they may not, but I do. I want to
Yeah.
keep my word.
Okay then.
I told him if he gave me the name of his contact, maybe we could get him there. It is not terribly far to get him to Lupulin, and Lupulin can get him from there, I think. We will
Just
have
hope
to.
it's not another trap or anything like that.
Into Lubulin?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have resources in Lupulin too. They are friendly with us. But
Yeah.
I do not want to be seen as one that does not keep their promise.
Okay.
And who knows? Maybe he will have a change of heart and give us more information. Just by being nice to him. Otherwise, you and Florian, I guess, will hurt him again. Then I will patch him up. But I don't think we need to. He seems to tell us most everything he knows.
Okay.
Do you know much about the SSD?
Spetsnaz. That's them.
Hmm?
They're also called Spetsnaz, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
Would your people have any information?
Mm, I mean, we may have few records, but they're probably outdated by now.
Most likely. Alright. Let's get something to eat.
I'm in favor of that.
I think Florian would growl at him as he walked by. Just because.
At the prisoner?
Yeah, under his breath.
Okay,
He wouldn't
that's fine.
like I don't like you. Because Florian still thinks he has something to do with his nephew's assassination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whether or not that's true or not, we don't know. That is to find out. So I guess.
Yeah.
How long would it take for them to have an answer whether or not Julian will come?
I don't know. They have to go back, right? So, a couple days.
Wouldn't the radio reach?
I don't think they have a radio at the castle. I didn't think there was a big radio at the castle. But
No.
he probably wants to talk to him personally.
Okay. So we should probably wait in Krakow. Is that what his suggestion?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's up to you, Rupert. Do you want to speak to the one in charge here at the castle before we leave out? Give any direction to him?
I can just what I'll do is thank him for his hospitality and let us stay here. Um, I know he has a communications tower within, I think, a communication hub within the castle. I'll just let him
I
know
thought
that.
so. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, I believe he does because I think Rupert used it, or he used their antenna with his radio.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just let him know that feel free to reach us, and then I'll give him a frequency that may not be with like the Krakow. Actually, yeah, I'll give him a way to get a hold of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm assuming before we leave, if he had any questions for us, that he would ask, right?
Yeah. The castle guy.
Mm-hmm. Because I know he had his own little bit of militia that should be able to handle it from here. And
Yeah.
I mean, we can tell him that Cilius is willing, most likely, to come up and patrol the area too. So it'd be Cilius and Krakow both patrolling.
Sounds good to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. We could do that.
Okay. Then I guess we are packing up and homeward bound. And we'll be taking Gortner with.
Cool.
He gets to ride in the BTR with, gosh, Florian. I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
Who? Gortner?
Yeah. Although
That's
She's just trying to be nice to him. I mean, to her credit, she did not strike him at all.
You know, she didn't punch him or anything.
Mm-mm. I mean, they got in his face. I don't know that they roughed. I mean, I don't really think they roughed him up much. They really got in his face and were scary to him, but I don't think they really injured him. Pretty certain Volkov wanted to, but didn't happen that way. So I guess Krakow bound.
Yeah, Krakow bound, I guess. So you just recuperate. I don't think anyone's injured, right?
I think everybody that was injured we sent back. Kasha's not injured for a change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not injured. Florian's not injured or stressed.
Wow.
Just
No one's
Volkov.
really injured.
Just Volkov was.
Right.
Volkov had 3 injuries that they'll have to treat.
Right.
But he's already back there.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as he would have gotten there, they would have gotten him in and started working with him.
Mm-hmm.
Rupert, were any of your men injured?
Nope.
Nothing.
We're all okay.
And that's no damage to the vehicle either, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you just do maintenance and.
Mm-hmm.
And touch things up and head on out and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully
Okay.
left the castle a little better than we found it.
Right. Well, they don't have to worry about the Soviet 20th.
Well, there's still remnants of the 20th around.
Yeah, there's still remnants around, right? So
But not a big debilitating force like it was before.
Right.
Hopefully.
Right.
Which is why we kind of want to leave patrols in place.
Mm-hmm.
But alrighty, so we need to roll again, or I guess flip another card.
To get back to Krakow.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Let me look at the.
It's a pretty straight shot down, I thought.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you're gonna run into probably Krakow patrols and stuff, right? So you're going from here, right, to Krakow,
Mm-hmm.
more or less. So like a leisurely, or actually you guys go to kind of down, like something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the airport's like right around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just another day, and then these guys will make it back by the end of the day also. So probably, I mean, I don't know. Like, that's sort of Krakow's area of influence. I can't really see it anything dangerous, you know, right now in the winter, you know.
Yeah. So now it's just getting Julian to meet with Florian.
Yeah. I believe so. I mean, yeah. Like, what do you want to accomplish with that? I mean,
What do you mean?
what's the goal of that attempted interaction?
Well, twofold. We want them to be allies with us
Mm-hmm.
and join the alliance.
Mm-hmm.
But then also at the same time, I mean, Florian wants to find out if he can trust his brother again. He didn't exactly leave on good terms, so.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we can have some time. If you get back to Krakow, it's not a problem. That's another day. Rest. Get everything either situated at the the airport or
All right, our home base.
Yeah, either home base in town or at the airport, and then give reports. I'm assuming to everyone.
Yeah, the general and also to Yosef, because we keep him
Hmm.
informed. And I know Kasha
Hmm.
would have asked the doctors while they were out and
Hmm.
about if they could have run a couple of CAT scans or something on him so that she could see
Hmm.
exactly what they're dealing with.
Right.
So checking up on him pretty much. And then I'm
Hmm.
assuming we would need to make a call to Julian or
What do you mean a call
like a
to
radio?
Florian?
No, a radio call from Florian to Julian. If the guy went back,
Yeah. Well, I thought you wanted to meet in person.
they do. But he said he would find out if he was amenable to it.
Okay. I think Florian will be amenable to it.
Julian?
Yeah, I think Julian will be amenable to it.
Okay.
So I guess we could do. I know we usually don't do this, but probably like a few days will pass, right? So it's going to take them 2 days. You guys get home. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to do in that interim that you
I can tell you what Kasha wants to do.
what.
See if there's two children that need a home in Krakow that don't have parents because she'd like a couple children. Okay. The room went silent.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's a recon roll.
We gotta roll for the kids.
Roll if you can find kids. Why are we kidnapping kids now?
I'm not kidnapping anybody.
I mean, there's definitely
Is it
plenty of
real?
orphans around. Huh?
Yeah, I was. Is it really kidnapping though? If it's from orphans?
Yeah,
No, there's plenty of orphans around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got a
I mean,
7.
if they have families, then yes, I can see that. But if they're orphans, that's where the
Well,
issue
I mean, there
lies.
there
Yeah.
were, right?
Do I need to push the D12?
No, you can find kids.
Okay. She wants a little
You
boy,
can find.
little
I
boy
mean,
and a little
compatible,
girl.
right? Compatible.
Compatible children.
I mean,
They're not software.
no, but there's a lot of kids who were employed by by the boss guy, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So so basically, like, if you talk to St. Mary's, to the church, they can find people who are not going to be troublemakers.
yeah. I mean, we'd like a little boy and a little girl. So
Okay, that's fine.
Alexi and Katiana. That's who they would like if they come with those names.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it's your game. You can find someone. You don't have to rename them. You just that's their names, right?
Okay. So Alexi and Katiana.
And what about Rupert? What do you want to do, Rupert?
But he certainly doesn't want children. Maybe he does. Do you want one?
No, I don't under. Oh, okay. Rupert just kind of just walks away. Doesn't want to engage the situation. Doesn't know what to make of the situation. Um, I do know he needs to see about trying to get the pieces together and building it back up to continue on his mission.
Oh,
But
for reset.
I think you might, if anything, just kind of stroll around to see if there's any suspicions of like anyone kind of watching the group or his squad in particular.
Watching his people.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because I
mean,
know they were saying there were other people looking for it, so he wants to make sure it's safe before he tries to make a move on reset.
oh, we inquires. Is that what you said, or I don't?
Yes,
Yeah.
because the intel from Aldona was that the French were looking into it.
Yep. So
Oh,
he just
right.
wanted to see if there's any infiltrators within Krakow, just like watching him, or anyone new that he might have not seen before. Because you remember, he's still fairly new to Krakow, so
Right.
compared to some of the other members here.
Okay. Um.
Recon.
Yeah, I guess it's recon. I can't think of anything else that might be.
Hmm.
You get a kid too.
Oh God, no.
Kidding.
Um.
You rolled even better.
Hmm.
Hmm. Um. Yeah. I mean, I guess what are you trying to find? I guess that's what any.
No, well, the
It's,
idea is to see if there's anyone like watching, anyone suspicious, anyone
oh,
kind of
right.
creating a lead or a tail.
Well, you learned that there's that dancer is still in Krakow. She's been there for a while, and then I guess with two successes, you hear that she is an Israeli spy.
Hmm. Okay. Gonna have to see. I'll probably talk to Kasha about it. See if she has any intel regarding this
But you don't
dancer.
know. I mean, uh,
We've only
'Cause I
seen her
don't.
dance once.
Yeah. But we know that she's a spy. We just don't know who she's working for or what her agenda is.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
So, best person to know a spy is to ask another spy.
Yeah.
Kasha can go investigate it.
Hmm.
Florian will
Okay.
slap you on the back and say, "We can get a drink while she does that." I will drink something little less alcohol, but
Mhm.
still drink. But to work up to it. You know how it is.
I guess.
Do
I
you
Yeah.
just
do you play
drink.
football, Rupert?
Yes, of course.
Maybe we could find a way to get the pitch that is next to the castle all set up again and we can start kicking around the ball. I think that would be fun. Do you not?
It could be. It just depends.
I mean, we got a kid
Uh,
now.
Yeah.
You have a kid. We do not.
We, as in Kasia and I, kids now.
Yes, this is true.
I don't think anything wrong with little girl playing football. So, little girl,
I
little
don't.
boy.
I don't have any issues with that. My issues is depending on the time and the circumstance. There's a time for work and a time for play.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Hmm.
So, I think Kasia would head off to Nostrovia to see about the dancer.
Okay.
Because I
Yeah, I
think
wonder if they have
it's
her in the.
Adam was the one that was the bartender, right?
No, that was Henry
Henry.
Henry,
Galecki.
Henry.
the American.
Yeah, I think I have a picture of that person.
Yeah, he's on there somewhere.
He's way down there.
Way at the bottom. But he's there. The
Oh, singer. She's a singer. This is a
oh,
singer dancer. That person.
singer.
I wonder if they have her in the. They probably have a better picture if they updated this character, or 'cause that's from the old one. But
Ah,
they have some Krakow stuff in urban operations. But I wonder if they do have.
don't know. But
They have a Krakow update, right?
Kasha would go to Henry and ask, "Yeah, how long have you known your singer? She employed here for a long time?"
Um, Not really. Yeah, she has been. She's been here for a while. She's been here since the.
Since the war started?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you known her? Since the war started too?
I don't know if she's been here since then. Let me see. No. I know. I could have sworn they had like other NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to open the other. Just look under Krakow. Current situation, castle, hotel, cathedral. Oh, here you go. Here's something interesting you might find, and maybe I'll use it. So, Rupert, you follow the French. You did pretty well. You follow the French lead. There is a woman named Zana Zelinska, who is a political science professor. She was a political science professor in France at the time of the war's breakout. And she's returned to Krakow. And yep, she's on the city council.
Do I know like if any particular position that we know of, or just on the council?
She did. He served as a city council president before that position changed to that of Yosef's position, the Devakta, but it was kind of disbanded under the siege. So I don't know. She might be trying to make a comeback.
Okay.
Or she might be a French spy.
It could be possible. Trying to get into the workings of the city to get intel.
And the other person,
the singer-dancer?
The singer-dancer, yeah. Mm-hmm. Open that up. That's in the free city of Krakow.
Be good to keep tabs on all these people or start investigating them.
Yep. Let's see. Right, she goes by the name of Tanya. Tanya. But you don't think that's her real name?
Sure, that's not her real name.
And she's a professional singer and exotic dancer at Nostrovi.
Mm-hmm. She'll definitely ask Henry if he knows much about her.
Well, I don't know. I will tell her that you're asking about her.
I'll tell her that I would love to.
She doesn't know. She probably recognizes you, Kasha, from when you first got here, but this one's new. Ish.
Which one? Rupert? Or my husband?
Rupert. Both.
Henry, you should know my husband. He is the ghost of Chestashova, and he played here several times, but you might not have met him then.
Mm-hmm.
But Rupert, he's big German.
And then Henry says that that guy, she points to the piano player, is her muscle and bodyguard. He's He's German like you.
He is.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Max Edelman.
Huh.
Oh yeah,
I wonder if
Stanislav's dead. The Goose is dead. Cutter's dead. A lot of these people are
Andre.
dead.
Unalived.
Hmm.
Well, they
There's
found
also the
Krakow
right.
Coalition.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's also what's that guy? Oh, yeah, that guy. You know that guy. You met the DIA guy, I thought, but not the CIA guy, right?
I believe just the DIA is the one I've met.
Okay.
Because I think that's what Jonesy used to kind of get a hold of them, as well as Rupert has made contact with them, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That guy's unalived. Geez, a lot of guys are unalive here.
Hmm.
Stark is yeah, Colonel Stark is the DIA director. So you haven't met the CIA. But you know there's a CIA presence in here, probably.
Yes, we know there's a hub for different types of presences, which is why
Right.
Rupert's still on guard.
Well, Kasha will ask Rupert, if I get Max's attention as a woman, maybe you can see if Tanya, not necessarily her name, gets jealous. What do you think?
You probably wouldn't
Um,
get jealous
I doubt it
of me.
too, but maybe a way to talk to the bodyguard.
That
But
is.
And he said,
So, Kasha will go up to him, to Max. And she'll put her hand on his shoulder and say, "What are you doing, sir? Outside of playing a piano."
"Oh, the Adelman."
Yes.
He goes, "I try to keep my head down here in Krakow. All the trouble that we've had recently, a lot of explosions in the streets. You know,
It just is a fiery place to be, is it not? Where, dear sir, do you hail from? If you don't
who are
mind
these
me
people?
asking.
Um, what do you ask that question again? I'm sorry.
Where do you hail from, dear sir?
Because I am from Germany, but I ended up here in Krakow.
Oh, what brought you here? I thought NATO troops did not come to Krakow.
Well, Krakow's a free city, so we're good.
I see. You know I served in the war in Iran?
Oh, that's great.
Yes. And your singer dancer reminds me of a woman I saw there. Is that where you are? Did you meet her there? Because Germany was not necessarily on the side of Iran,
Mhm.
but that does not mean you were not there. Were you there?
No,
No. Then how did you meet her? Or did she hire you to be her muscle? So you do have muscles. I do see them.
she just hired me.
Hmm. Does she pay you well?
Good enough.
Well, what if I wanted to hire you?
For what?
For
Roll. Yeah, roll your. It's a D12.
what am I rolling?
Your empathy.
My empathy? Just
Hmm.
empathy?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
out of
So
it.
fortunately, I guess this is fortunately he doesn't know you or remember you.
Remember me from what?
From stuff from before? I don't know.
Oh, from the war? No, she's just trying to find out. So how much would it cost for me to hire you to protect me? And I mean, if it's just enough, I don't know how much enough is.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you protect her, do you not?
Because, well, yes, I do. I mean,
Tanya is her name,
yes, Tanya is her name.
and you protect her. Yes?
And I play piano.
Yes, I see that. You play piano very nicely. But
Thank you.
what if I wanted to hire you
For what?
to protect me instead of her?
He kind of points to your companions. I think you're fine.
Well, you know, sometimes they're busy.
That one seems to hang on you. Pointing at Florian.
Well, that is my husband, so I would expect such. But, you know, sometimes he and Rupert go out. I'm by myself. I need help. You know, need protection. No, I could not hire you.
No. I like my job here at Nostrovia.
So you work for Henry and not for Tonya?
Yes, both. They pay me.
Well, yes, he pays you to play the piano quite well. Could you do me a favor?
What's that?
Could you introduce me to Tonya?
Sure.
I think she is a fine dancer and singer. I wish to say hello.
Okay.
Since she's getting nowhere with Mr. Muscles here.
Not really.
Maybe things have changed because she's got married. She's kind of losing her skills.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she wasn't trying to seduce him.
No, but, you know, he's busy. He's got a.
He has to work.
Yep.
Man has 2 jobs. He has no time for anything else.
Pretty much.
But I got that introduction.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Progress.
Yeah, more or less. At least we got that. So she's an exotic dancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Kasia, after they're introduced, wants to pull her aside where no one else is listening and say, how much would
Okay, that's fine.
How much would it cost me for a private dance?
She goes, I sing.
Okay. How much for a private song? I don't know.
Do you take requests? That's all you could ask.
I thought she was a dancer. You said an exotic dancer.
She is an exotic dancer, but
yeah.
Maybe she moonlights that and doesn't really advertise, but she is
or maybe
a singer in the bar.
Maybe she's telling you no.
If the dance would not be for me.
Oh, she says, oh, okay.
It's for my very handsome young man, Rupert, over there. I thought maybe you would want to dance for him. Little birthday.
Says, well, I'll do my set, and then after that I'll come and visit your table or his table.
Or do you have somewhere more private?
She doesn't like. She seemed very nervous where this is going. You guys look smarmy.
Not even that, but I feel like these may be different kinds of connotations in this arrangement may be going elsewhere, which is probably why the singer is uncomfortable, which is understandable. But also, I'm not there, so I can't say anything.
I tell you what, after your set, you can come to private song, dance, whichever you want to do for him, and see how it goes. If you want to talk to him, you can. I don't mean anything extraordinary by it, not like behind closed doors or anything. I am not that type of woman. I expect you are not that type of woman.
No. No.
Let me introduce you to him, if you do not mind.
Yeah, she comes to your table, I guess, and
Rupert, this is Tonya. Tonya, this is Rupert, my very big German.
Um, Rupert kind of sighs a little bit when he hears that, and then says, "Hi, I'm Rupert. Don't believe everything she tells you.
she says, "Oh, do not worry, I don't."
Okay, good. Because I know sometimes things can get away from her.
You don't like
But
when I call
she
you
does.
little. You don't like big little Germans. She's just this big German.
There is no such thing as big letter. It's just normal. It's an average German. I mean, it makes no sense to say big letter. It wastes time. It also is confusing. Oh, but yes, I would say. We were there already long enough to hear her sing at least a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say you sound lovely out there.
Oh, she says, "Thank you."
Where is your dialect from, Miss Tonya?
Because I'm from around.
Ah. So can I request song too? Because if she can request a song, she's going to request an Iranian song that she heard when she was there.
Why?
To see if she knows it. Why not?
She won't know it.
If she's Iranian, why would she not?
She's not Iranian.
Oh, Israeli. I'm sorry.
She probably takes out a gun and shoots you. Roll initiative.
I have my black jacket on.
So much for just asking questions. Now you created this whole debacle. Not to mention,
Yeah,
if you kind of
she's a
request songs, if you request songs like that, yeah.
Yeah, she does like. She goes, "I just sing in the local language because that's what people want."
Mm-hmm.
Well, then she wouldn't have asked about the. I thought you said she was Iranian. She's Israeli.
No, Israeli. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then she would ask for. Well, the only one I know is the dreidel song, and that has nothing to do.
No, I know.
Well, also, I'm gonna say also let's just request music from the area, or even like nursery rhymes, something simple. The reason is if you go too specific, uh, she may remember us differently because of it.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we're trying to be neutral and getting information, not picking sides and trying to poke a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Kasha's better at beating people up, though, and then repairing them.
KGB spy. You should also know how to spy things.
She does know how to spy, but she's trying to get you a date too, because you're single.
Maybe he doesn't want to date.
Well, I'm gonna say there's stuff I have to do. There's, just to let you know, there's still, a wasteland going on here. There's other things to be worried about in my dating life.
Mm-hmm.
Kasha was worried. She's a pretty young lady.
Yeah.
She may be older than you. We don't know. Haven't asked.
But my thing is there's other things at play here. Remember, the whole reason Rupert decided to do this is not because of a pretty girl. It was because he has missions to do.
We're getting to it.
Are you? Because it feels like you're going around the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, really.
I thought she was Iranian.
We're trying to ask questions to
I
see
was
where she lies and if she's still active and who would be her handler if she is.
I was trying to get you a
If you ask her
one-on-one
directly,
meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, well, just say you want to get to one-on-one meeting.
Well, the thing is, though, is you have to be subtle with it. You can't just ask point blank. You
I
can,
was
but
trying not
kind
to.
of
I
out.
was trying to buy you a dance or a song or something where you could talk to her.
You don't always have to grease things with money. You could just easily just ask for a simple drink afterwards to say a job well done. That's it. Done.
She'll just tell her that, oh, we all served in the war and so happy that things seem to be, I guess, somewhat calming down. Not really. Not depends on where you are, but what brought you here?
I'm about to say the war's still kind of going on, but now it's just warlords and
Mm,
everything else going
Yeah.
after power and influence.
yeah.
What brought you here to the bar?
Drinks.
Drinks. No, it's great. Miss Tonya?
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess eventually she does come over.
I mean, she would introduce you to, and she would say, Tonya is such a pretty name.
Mm-hmm.
Anya.
Tonya.
That too. Just, oh, trying to salvage this at all. Rupert might just apologize. Like, I'm sorry for my friends.
Mhm.
Sometimes they get not used to be in cities as much as they used to be. We've been on the road traveling a lot lately, so fortunately,
I see. So
my
what do you?
manners can sometimes slip.
So are you? Who are you? Well, Amy, you could roll like your empathy again.
Went so well the first time.
Yeah.
I really did think you said she was Iranian. No,
Mhm. Jeez.
no, she's not empathetic. She's persuasive and she's commanding, but she's not empathetic today. Not at all.
How it makes sense. We've heard the conversations.
Yeah.
She's had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, blame that. Like, gonna help much. Not healthy.
hmm Yeah. So she goes, yes, I think I remember who you are.
You do?
She says, yes, you were the ones that, you were the type that caused problems a lot, she says.
I'm not so sure about that. I just know we do try to solve problems and try to help out people along the way, but there are two sides to every coin.
He goes, I see. So, what do you really want?
Mm. Just to.
You don't seem the type, you all don't seem the type for like a soldier's entertainment.
Well, entertainment can come and go, but we were just curious because we haven't seen. Because we haven't seen you before, so we were just curious to see, you know, how are you, and enjoying the songs and whatnot, and see what you might know in terms of musics, and then maybe we can request something. If that makes
Right.
sense.
So you're interested in my singing.
Yeah, I'm using that. Yeah, uh, parts of the singing as well as. Hmm, I don't want to reveal too much that I know other things. But actually, yeah, what I'll say is not just your singing, but also knowledge of the outside world. Unfortunately, being in certain parts of here, we kind of lose contact with the other side. So just trying to hear anything new.
The other side, you're being very coy and vague. I don't quite know what to make of that.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. See how things are outside, things going on outside of Krakow, not just in terms of Poland, but the outside world. Ever since everything went dark, it's hard to
Well,
hear what's going on outside.
hmm. So, what do you know? What goes on outside of Krakow?
All I know is I haven't heard much from my home. Just curious to see about what I hear from it.
And
Last I
where?
heard ever since the fall,
And where's your home?
Germany.
Ah, hmm. Just what? I haven't heard much of Germany about Germany.
That tends to seem to be the same everywhere else I've been to. Mm. Then I would ask, like, what about your home? Have you heard anything about it? Anything hopefully good?
Why? Where do you think I'm from?
I just know not here. I just hope it's good tidings.
She says, "Yes, I am. I am from the Mediterranean. I have not seen or heard of my home. It'd be nice to get back there someday."
I understand. Let's see. She's from the Mediterranean, so because of that, could be
So,
Greece, Italy, or whatnot, or even parts of Europe she has contact with.
what's that?
No, I'm thinking out loud now.
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, because I'm thinking like if she's from what she says the Mediterranean, that means she's probably knows people from Europe. The question is what countries from Europe?
Yeah, I mean it's intentionally
Oh
not
yeah,
a lie, but
oh yeah,
not accurate,
mm-hmm.
not precise, right?
Oh yeah, it's vague and coy. I get it. Because I tend to be coy and vague in terms of trying to get information so they can spill themselves about it. The bad thing is I have to give information to get information.
Right.
And what she says is she doesn't have any contact with it. But we can certainly take a look around.
Right.
And then what I might do is probably leave it as it here. Probably either buy her a drink at the bar if she would like it. And then say thank you for your time. And then maybe I'll see you around here.
Because, yeah, sure. I'm always here. Well, working.
Mm-hmm. I understand. There's a lot of work to be done. I might try to like the quote unquote the next game day, try to talk to the DIA to see if there's any remnants of anything moving on from the Mediterranean.
Okay. Your DIA contact?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder who she works with exactly.
Yeah, and I have a feeling she's not going to give it up that easily that way. So,
If she even knows if they still exist. That's the other part.
yeah. So she hasn't heard anything from home, which means she may not be in constant contact or in the wind, or it's just the cover.
Yeah.
But she is new, Krakow. She's now a little suspicious of us since we were asking her questions. But
Right.
like I said, we're familiar with a lot of faces here. She's a new face, which is I explained.
Hmm.
But because of that, now she has suspicious. She has suspicions.
Well, Kasha's gonna tap Rupert and say, "How'd the date go?"
What date?
Not a date.
Not a date. Not everything's a date with you.
She's just joking and joshing. Just being
Yeah,
funny.
that may be it. Like you may be grinning about it and whatnot, but Rupert's still going to be straight faced and say the exact same thing.
Hmm.
She's cute. Did you find out how old she is?
No, you don't ask a lady that. Even I know this.
Hmm.
That's okay. We'll also ask around. Well, Kasha wants to ask Volkov if he has any contacts that might be able to get more information about the KGB that might be in Silius and who this woman is.
Who are you asking?
Volkov?
Volkov?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know who she is.
No, would he have any contacts this far down that...
He's trying to see if Volkov has any people that might know or get information from about it.
About her or Israeli intelligence or
And KGB that might be north of Silius or in Silius.
I mean, he knows that there's Spetsnaz operations around.
I'll have to investigate more.
Hmm.
And do you need Florian to roll like a radio thing to call his brother?
No, I mean, I don't see why that would.
We have established communications now.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Rupert kind of helped out with that. You're good.
So Florian just would call over to his brother. I guess
Okay.
he can use his name now. Julian, this
Yeah.
is Florian.
He says, "Well, brother, how are you?"
I am well. How are you?
As well as could be.
I would like to see you.
Yes, Marchin told me that there's a possibility to meet on neutral ground.
If it has to be neutral, I mean, you're my brother, but that is...
What's that?
You are my brother. I mean, I would...
Yes, but you represent Krakow, I represent Cilicia. Says, well, any of the leadership of of Krakow be there?
No, I mean, you seem to think that I am leadership, but they don't have to be. You're my brother. Do I need to be concerned about you? Going to injure
I'm always
you?
concerned. I don't... No, not at all.
I thought you'd like to meet your sister-in-law. And we now have a niece and a nephew.
Yes, the trainer.
She's a doctor, but yes, she was only my trainer for 1 year. 1 year. And I never got the feeling that you liked her.
Not really.
What did she ever do to you?
Nothing.
Then why don't you like her? Maria liked her.
Good for Maria.
That's your wife. Is she going to be able to come?
No, I thought this was a meeting to talk about alliances, a war meeting, something.
It could be, but it's also a brother wanting to see his brother after all these years. If this is all you wanted to be, then it's all it will be. I know Kasha wanted to have you come for Christmas.
Interesting.
Why?
Christmas.
Yeah. It's times when families get together. Seems like a good idea.
Hmm. I don't know. No, is it a good idea?
Apparently
Because I
not
thought
to you.
anyway. I will. I am willing to meet you at a neutral ground.
Alright, Kasia and I will be there. We'll bring friends.
He says, "Good. That is good. I'm looking forward to it. When are we meeting?
Depends on where our meeting as to when, how long it takes to get
Well,
there.
where? I thought we were meeting at the castle.
You want to meet at the castle? We can meet at the castle.
And how many troops are you bringing?
Troops? You need me to bring a lot of troops? I will probably bring my friend Volkov, my friend Rupert, a few extra hands. Kasia? How many do you think I need?
I thought this was like a delegation of some sort, and we would bring escort troops.
If that's what you wish. I just thought a brother could talk to another brother about an alliance without having to have all of our troops there. But if that's what you wish, I will bring more.
He says the same number that we brought before.
I think that's a little overkill. Bring what you wish, brother.
Okay. Because then, the date then
How about tomorrow?
it takes us several days to get. You've had march around all over.
I did not have
It'd
her
be nice if
march all
it'd,
over.
it'd be nice if you could rest a little bit, and then we will be out there.
Do you not have vehicles?
So maybe a week.
Okay. Do you not have vehicles?
We have vehicles, but
Would you prefer I came closer to you?
no, that is. Let me see. Rasabor. I mean, if you wish, we could meet. I am closer to you, going that way. If you wish, we could meet somewhere in between.
You tell me. I don't want you to go further than you need to. I'm trying to find Cilius on this map.
It's Rasabor is over here.
That's Cilius?
Yeah, that's like the capital.
So what would halfway be? Maybe here?
Yeah, but I mean, he's willing to go to the castle. He's here.
Well, that's further for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to him. Just
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's probably a good place.
okay. Then in 1 week's time?
In 1 week's time. Yes.
And you will speak to Maria? Maybe she wishes to come?
Because if this is a delegation of alliance, it is business. It is not a social call.
Are you willing to make a social call?
Because brother, you are confusing. What is it you wish? An
I would-
alliance with Krakow, or you come here to pledge your fealty?
Oh, brother. Some things in you never change, do they? Yes, we'd like an alliance. But I'd also would like to see my sister-in-law, then my nieces and nephews.
One step at a time.
That's not very trustworthy language, brother.
These are not very trusting times.
Hmm. 1 week's time, then.
1 week's time, yes.
Goodbye.
All right.
And he'll hang up and I'll look at Rupert and say, he infuriates me. He never changes. I wrote this letter to him. I was going to mail it, and then the war happened. And now everything in me wants to give it to him again. Do you know what he said to Kasha when he first met her? I don't know if he meant to say it directly to her, but he said that the only good Russian woman is the ones that you order in the mail. It was not right. But he doesn't change. How do I make him change, Rupert?
People want to change before they can.
Alright, 1 week's time before we go meet the bullheaded brother of mine. Gosh, he's not going to be happy. But I did ask. I asked about Maria multiple times. You heard.
Mm-hmm.
So we're fast forwarding 1 week, or what do you want to do, Carl?
Probably is a good place to stop, really, because I got to figure out what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. We've created a lot of leads now.
Yeah.
We got to see what's going to grow, what's going to come of it.
Right. Like how's Tanya gonna respond, and
is it safe to get reset? Is there another person at play?
Right.
And will Florian's brother ever come to see the light? Tune in next week.
And as the bombs fly. Or I guess we don't really throw a lot of bombs. We throw howitzer shells, and as the shells shock. I don't know.
I mean, bombs are just type of an explosive, so you can argue your point.
That is true.
But it is kind of like it.
But I mean, Florian's also thinking maybe Julian will have information for Rupert also.
Hopefully.
He's
That's
just
the play.
Stubborn as a mule.
Mm-hmm.
Some things never change.
Right.
People want to change. People want it. People want to change. Otherwise, they're never going to change.
Yeah.
Small steps.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Well, guess we go back to the castle in a week.
Yep.
Well, thank you for running.
Yep.
Thanks again,
playing.
Carl.
Thanks for
Fun as
playing,
always.
Vince.
Yeah.
And Kasha finally got a date for you.
It wasn't a date.
That's what Rupert said.
Yeah, that's what Rupert's saying again. It wasn't a date.
Maybe you should, because that's also what spies do. At least that's what she was trained to do.
Not always. Yes, it may be Spycraft 101, but there's other ways of spying.
Alrighty, well, thank you. Do you want to say it, Carl?
Yeah. Good night, good rolling.
Bye.
Bye.
We are